Welcome engineers to Race 11 problem, and today's problem is getting through 130R flat at the Suzuka International Circuit in Japan. In Suzuka, if you didn't know. Anyway, G-Force training for our teammate, attending the F1 esports event, and visit the sponsor HQ to fill out the 9 days. Not enough cash to renew our teammate contract. Doesn't matter because we're not going to exist. I might come back to this in 3 years to come, but don't matter too much. What does matter too much though is the DRS failure. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get that on board for this Grand Prix. I think, although we didn't get it on board now, we will be able to get it on board for the next for this Grand Prix, because they usually come in quicker if they fail. I'd love to see it if they fail. They don't go onto the car. They go onto the car, but they make you slower. I'd love to see that, because that could be cool. Because you've got to somehow slow down mid-season as well, because we saw it with Ferrari in 2018. That's why Kimi was able to win the US Grand Prix, because he had an upgrade, but it was bad. So they went back to the old spec and it was better. So I'd love to see that happen in real life, in the game. Forget real life, it's already in real life. So yeah, I'd love to see it in game. Getting through the stuff, sponsors and that. Not enough R&D points just quite yet. Another 100 and we'll be there. And the only way we'll get those other 100 is if we go to the Japanese Grand Prix practice. Oh wow, I didn't realise we were going to skip the computer, but okay. Once again, for the Red Bull's sake, they better put those wheels on those cars. I mean, like, do they think they can go quick with having no wheels, like hovercraft? Yeah, this is recorded instantly after the Russian GP, so, voice instantly after, so, I'll be referencing some stuff in that video. Anyway, coming across the line, and once again, completing the qualifying target, and completing some team objectives, some being car setup and fast sector 3. Going through lap 1 of the race strategy, easily done, no need to fret about that one. Lap 2, once again coming across the line, a 1:30 this time, easy once again, no need to fret about it. As we go on to the third and final lap, and 2.5 quicker, should be a 30.2. It probably was, I don't know, I can't see. Oh yeah, ERS, I want to see what's better. That was turn it off as we go into 130R. I want to see what happens if it's better to turn it off when we go into the category triangle. Going into the red and then going into the green, not quite the best, so it is better if we turn it off as we go into 130R, which is nice to know. Completing the laps then, and it looks like we're going to go straight to level 19. And the probably reason why this is improved from when we left off in Russia is because I think after the Russian Grand Prix I did a 50% USA in classic cars. I don't remember when that was in comparison to this, but yeah, I know that was around this time, and just highlighting the fact that we would have been around Bottas if when we were on the mediums, and he was on the hards, so that's a little bit worrying for us. But Japan is an AI dominated Grand Prix circuit, so don't expect some good racing. Expect us at the back, and yeah. And the only way we're going to find out if we're going to be at the back is if we go to qualifying. Power unit upgrades apparently from Honda, from Carl. Thank you, Carl. I'll be sure to check them out after I finish reading Jeff's message. I mean, how long do I want to spend on one message? Jesus. Hi, boss. Okay, good. Anyway, checking on these upgrades. Can't tell which one it is because it only says arrived, and but it only says fitted, and it says arrival when it will be. So a little bit annoying. But speaking of annoying things, let's go to qualifying. And where are you taking those? Put them back on the car. Okay, they're on the car. Q1, not a problem for us. Well, only when we've got tyres on the car. Maybe a problem when we take them off. You never know. Easily through. And, no, say easily through. P15. I mean, 3/10 ahead of Grosjean in the knockout zone. So, easily through. And Jack Aitken P21. So, a little bit of annoyance there, but you know, Jack, I'm going to be with you next season. And speaking of next game, pretty much next season. So yeah, I mean, it might not even be Jack, but it could be Jack. Waiting for everyone to set a lap to see if anyone's on the medium, to see if it's worth risking myself to go on the mediums. As you can see, Sergio was on the softs, and we have got people on the mediums, so I'm going to go mediums. I don't know why I'm risking it though, because as we saw from Q1, I was 15th on softs, so of course I'm going to be quicker on mediums. And seems like this is our only lap, so maybe it is good enough, as we do a rival status, and I think it's Jeff said he was P4. I can't wait till I put those subtitles back on. Only 3 more episodes after this. Taking a wide entry into Dunlop, and then heading towards Degner's, braking 50 meters, braking just before the grassland, and then getting out underneath the tunnel. A little bit of oversteers, maybe hampering ourselves a little bit. Going into hairpin, braking after the curbing ends, and then going through the hairpins, getting a wide exit so that we don't hit the bump, and then we get a smooth acceleration at the corner, leading towards Spoon. And then Spoon, then make sure that no one's near you so you don't get taken out, or take yourself out. Sebastian Vettel. No COVID. Head towards 130 on then the troublesome corner, and going through it, easy flat, no trouble there. Going into the Casio triangle, braking just before the 50 meters, hitting the curbing at both points, even though it's a triangle, so there should be 3 points, but it's a right angle triangle, so the 3rd point is when we're going straight. Right, yeah. Anyways, looks like we've not got enough time. 1:47. Yeah, do we have 16 seconds to get out? Don't think so. Going out anyway. I mean, the game shouldn't really let you. I mean, there's not many corners you can cut at Japan to shorten your lap time. Because if you are, I mean, if you do cut them, you're not going to improve. Somehow we've moved up to P15. I don't know how that happened. For some reason, the game decided that, yeah, you know what, you can go P15, even though we were actually P16 when we come out pit lane. Rewind if you want to see that, and if you're actually bothered to rewind, why not bother to like the video if you're enjoying it as much as I am during these videos. And also, see the red button down there? If it's red, but why don't you click it? It means you get to watch more of these. Anyway, due to that poor qualifying, it means Ricciardo is beating us, so it is now 7-5 in my favour. He has gained in by 1 point, so it is now 2 points instead of 3 points, but, you know, that's not that big of a deal. Level pegging, almost to level 10 on driver claim, so that will definitely be done in the race. Jeff hasn't said the thing 4 times today, so we're all good. Well, actually, no, we're not. Yeah, I thought I got rid of this when we did it correctly in Russia. Obviously, we haven't, so yeah. Starting at the back of the grid for the AI Most Dominant Grand Prix. Wow.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Issa Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today in the Japanese Grand Prix? A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles, and it's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 racetrack. The drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. And keep an eye out for overtakes going into the final chicane. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Pierre Gasly, and Perez, Sainz, Kvyat, Ocon, and Lando Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, Lance Stroll, and Ricciardo. The engineer, they've taken a grid penalty. Magnussen, George Russell, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Raikkonen, Aitken, Latifi, and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Probably our only saving grace is last time I came P4, I was able to get P4 in the following race, so maybe we can do the same here. Checking what tyres everyone's going to be starting on. Softs and mediums. We'll go mediums, change up the strategy, see what's going on, make sure it's personalised, yeah. A little bit quicker on the default strategy, but maybe the strategy could be better as we won't need to push as we will not die off as we head towards the end of the soft tyre life. So we should be able to just hang in on there and have a good race. Once again, lowering the fuel mode, but I have a feeling this is going to be a boring race due to the fact that this is a AI dominated circuit. What I meant to say before I said dominated AI circuit. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. My words haven't been great today. You just have to watch the Russian Grand Prix to know that. Reform the grid now, and hopefully that count. Hopefully we get into the grid 15th, because it tells us that would be 15 out of 22. So hopefully that's where we're starting. Unfortunately, it's not. We're starting P22. Last time also I finished started P22. I was able to get P4, so that's a good omen, surely. Lights out, and it's a good start for us as we get almost alongside Romain Grosjean as we head towards turn 1. He's getting a little bit of a good start towards Latifi. We have to back out as the gap between Latifi and Grosjean closes. Unfortunately, we're not able to go side by side with anyone because the two drivers in front of us are going side by side, blocking off our route. They continue to go side by side through turn sector 1. You don't really want to do that. Maybe get a little bit of oversteer. Maybe we're going to try and go around the outside of Latifi, but Grosjean is still not done with him. Now he is, and we're going to try and get past Latifi, but got nowhere to do it. Maybe we can do it going into the second Egner. No, going under the bridge of the figure 8 circuit. Going into the hairpin, then we're going to go down the inside of both our fellow median runners. Hopefully we can get past them, but no, Grosjean gets the high ground of the no bump, so gets the smooth acceleration. But we make a little bit of contact as we go into the spoon curve, forcing them all the way out and allowing Latifi to get past him. A little bit of oversteer outside the corner, so Latifi almost had a run at us. I expect Grosjean to get back quite quickly. Heading on to lap 2 then, as Lewis Hamilton leads, shown by his purple lap number 1. A little bit of a track extension. My fault entirely, shouldn't have done it. Next up on our hit list is Mr. One Kimi Raikkonen. We'll be able to get past him quite early, I'd say. You know, he is on the softs, and I don't want to wear it out. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's Suzuka AI. Anyway, asking Jeff something. I have no idea what I was asking him. I can't wait for subtitles. I am truly a broken record at this point. 2 extensions already of the track. We don't want to get a third one, else we are in danger of getting a penalty. We are in danger of getting a penalty now.
Raikkonen ahead, less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:33.3.
I don't know why I'm waiting. I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, if you have any programs for the phone that allows you to listen to the video whilst also recording voice over it, please tell me, because then it will help all of us. Anyway, heading towards lap 7 then. Same amount of laps as Russia, same amount of boredom pretty much. We've got a little bit of slow traffic ahead. We'll go into Degner 2, getting past Kimi Raikkonen fairly easy, allowing Grosjean to also get past him, but maybe can Grosjean get past us as we get a little bit of oversteer heading out of the corner. Heading into the hairpin, no, spoon. Heading out of the corner, maybe we can get our teammate Jack Aitken through 130i. He's dropped off a little bit towards Russell, both on soft tyres, but we're not that good on mechanical grip. Heading towards Casio Triangle, we're going to go inside. Yes, we are. Into the corner, a little bit away from Russell so we don't break our front wing, and it's us up into P18 past our teammate. Say around the same time we got past him in Singapore, so we're looking good to get P4. Next up, George Russell. Can we get past him? He's got DRS, so maybe not. We're gonna have to wait a little bit as we head towards lap 9. Third of the way through this race almost. as now people are starting to pit, Alexander Albon being one of them, and coming out right behind us, quadruple. Heading out of Spoon, maybe we're close enough to George Olasso, who is 4 tenths away from us as we head toward the Casio Triangle. Not turning off ERS, we go inside, quite late move, lock up the brakes, and that allows us to get past him. Just putting cars between me and Russell, me and Grosjean, but Russell pits it. Oh, yellow front wing, great. Russell pits that lap anyway. So does Chuck Aitken, our teammate. Next up, Antonio Giovinazzi. Nope, never mind, he pits already. Sergio Perez in the pits as well. Next up, Lewis Hamilton. Never mind. Can we catch up to them? Maybe.
5.7 seconds. They're on fresh hards. The time last lap was a 1:51.2.
You'll know how quickly I'm catching up. What am I doing now?
They're in 5th.
Rival. Oh, I was trying to hope if it'd tell me my rival's lap time, but it didn't. Lance Stroll and then pits, and we are up into P6. 2 more positions, and then we're good. Speaking of positions, Max Verstappen pits. Are we going to get out ahead of him? Yes, we are. Only just though. No VSC to stop him getting in front of me this time. So looking good for P4 finish. Heading on to the middle lap of the entire Grand Prix then, and Ricciardo and Leclerc pit now. So looking good. As I said, for P4. Now it's a P3. Probably going to let end up letting Verstappen by fairly shortly. But we go on to our pit window, going on to hard, and we're going to confirm to box this lap. As Lewis sets a 30.0, almost completely zeros, but a little 9 at the end had to ruin it all. I'm sorry if I broke your ears then, I'll put a warning up. Coming in to change our front wing then. At this point, I didn't realise I'd broke my front wing, even though I showed it up in the damage screen. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know where I got it from then. I got it though, but I don't know where I got it from. Coming out into P17, hopefully all the others pit. Hate to break it to you, but they're doing one stop as well. Softer hards. So, yeah. A little bit of an annoyance. Roman Grosjean behind us. Maybe we're going to let him go for our advantage as we head towards the final third of the Grand Prix. We tried to defend position. That Haas's Ferrari is superior to our Honda. He goes a little bit wide into turn 1, but we weren't close enough to make the move back. Plus he would just get past us again anyway, as he zooms off into the distance ahead of us. Talking about zooming off, I just wanted to know what the fastest lap was. I already know what it is now. It's a 30.0, 1.4 I'd have to gain. Yeah, not really. Virtual safety car, maybe, what's this for? Doesn't seem to be for anything. I could actually just imagine the race directors being like, you know what, it's boring, we need something. VSC is ending now anyway, so pointless, no one retired. Can we go side by side with Roman? No, we've lost out a little bit to him, but we'd normally be a little bit further behind going into those corners anyway, so VSC actually helped us a bit. All about when it is finished. Heading towards lap 22 and then the final 5 laps of the race. After this one, it's been a bit lackluster. I don't actually know what that word means, but I've heard people use it when something's been a bit boring, so yeah. I'm just going to use it now. Two people going in front of us, so going side by side. Roman Grosjean forcing Giovinazzi wide at turn 1 as we go through turn 3. Then it's turn 1 and is turn 2 that Giovinazzi would join back. We're close enough. Maybe can we go around the outside of Grosjean going into Dunlop curve? Maybe switch to the inside. No, we haven't got the grip on the inside on these hard tyres. Giovinazzi's on the mediums. Odd. Closing in, not enough. Lap 24. 3 laps after this. Yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to make the move on Grosjean. And we go towards lap 25, setting almost a new personal best, setting a 31.5. So yeah. Maybe we can close in on these two drivers these final 3 laps then, as this is about the time where I go full rich and I start the charge for positions. Closing in on Grosjean through Dunlop curve then. Rich fuel actually helping us through sector 1 because we're quite flat through there. Normally I only run rich on the straights, but for the final 3 laps I allow it as we go down the inside of Roman Grosjean going into the hairpin. Oh, what a nice move, no contact whatsoever, and now we can move on to the back of Giovinazzi as Max Verstappen sets a 29.8, I think that was. Correct me in the comments below if you want to. You don't have to. Speaking of comments, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Grosjean, however, his opinion is that he should be ahead of me as we defend the inside into 130R, as yeah, the radius isn't that tight on the inside, and he didn't get past us anyway, so yeah, not too bad. We kind of had the slipstream of Gio, but actually we didn't. Anyway, heading on to penultimate lap, we set a 30.9. Once again, asking what the first lap is as Grosjean goes down into turn 1, almost side by side with us. We close the door quite harshly. We never see Grosjean's point of view, so yeah, we don't know if it's actually harsh. Right on the back of Giovinazzi, like we were Grosjean, so maybe we'll get the move done into the hairpin like we did Grosjean. Taking a wide entry into Dunlop curve like we did in qualifying. Gaining us a little bit of advantage. We're right up the back of him as we head towards the hairpin. Are we going to make a move? Are we not? No, we're going to hold back a little bit as Lewis Hamilton sets a 29.0. Yeah, we're not going to set the fastest lap now as we're about a second off it. No, 2 seconds off. Heading towards the spin curve then. Can we close in and get Antonio Giovinazzi into the Casio triangle like we did his teammate, I believe it was? Or was that Russell? I think it was Russell. I don't remember now. It was only, what, 10-20 minutes ago? It doesn't matter how long it would go because we're going to make the move on Giovinazzi. We're going to go right around the outside. All thought about going down the inside, but he was on the inside, not moving an inch. But we get past him into the P16 where we qualified technically. Actually, we qualified P15, but it broke and got 16th. We were 16th. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix then, and checkered flag for us. Purple final sector. So it's not bad of a recovery drive at the AI most dominated circuit. Hey, driver of the day. That's good.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Well done to Lewis Hamilton. I skipped that. Whoopsie. I guess I don't like Lewis. Yeah, I'm getting bored of his dominance. No, Max was able to get the fastest lap, and then Lewis got it back. But yeah, level 20 now. So not too bad of a gain.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the
Yeah,
drivers'
overall,
championship. It's
a
great
pretty good
result for Lewis
Grand Prix
Hamilton,
considering
who's further
our
ahead at the top of the table.
starting
Now,
position.
let's discuss
How
Max.
on
Who would you
earth
say
did
is a
Valtteri
contender
Bottas
for driver of
get
the day?
I
10th?
have to give it to the engineer.
He was on
They did a
pole.
great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing
Okay,
pace.
so maybe it
Something
weren't
that's a
Lewis
very handy
domination.
skill to have
He did a
in
2-stop.
Formula One.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed
Wrong
to secure the
person,
constructors'
wrong guy.
title. An incredible performance.
Valtteri's
Well,
always getting screwed over
well,
with
and an end
pit
to another
stops.
fantastic weekend of racing.
I don't know if it's just my career,
And
but
we'll see you for the next one.
every race I seem to look at, Valtteri's getting screwed over. Oh no, never mind, it was front wing. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I mean, maybe it's strategical anyway, but yeah. Valtteri, mate, you're always getting screwed over. It's so weird. Not only in real life does he have bad luck. Anyway, interview then.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I can actually lip read her.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, the car was actually sticking to the track.
Underestimated you, didn't we?
I mean, you kind of did, but I think I'll allow it, as my team had faith.
Comments about this team?
Yeah, they're my second favourite team.
Do you think you were lucky
Actually, no,
enough to
third.
end your race with that crash?
What crash? I honestly go back and I don't know where I got that front wing damage. Anyway, Daniel beats us in the finishing race, but we beat him in the fastest lap race. So even Stevens as we go into USA now. The fourth final round. Team driver claim gone on to level 10, like I said I would. 1.04 from the sponsors. No damage reductions, unlike last race. I don't know where I got that from. Hold up, wait. This is where I should have had damage reductions. Anyway, if you did like this, if you did enjoy the video, like I enjoyed this race, make sure to like. And if you've enjoyed the whole series and want to watch more of the series, please subscribe, comment your thoughts and opinions. It really helps me. Share your things of common interest. Until you racers have a problem, until you racers have a problem that your engineers can't fix, I'm going to listen to shit. Goodbye.